What's up, guys? It's Crash, and Infinity Ward just posted what they're going to be doing to DMZ in Season 2, and I wanted to talk to you guys about that today. DMZ has been kind of one of the bright spots in the launch of Modern Warfare 2, and I've been really interested in what they're going to do in Season 2 to keep people enjoying the mode. In my opinion, it kind of fell off for me just a little bit towards the end of the season as far as what you get for rewards and the reason to keep playing, so I've been very interested in what they're going to do with Season 2. Hopefully you guys are too, and we'll talk about it really quickly and discuss it. And I just kind of like doing these videos to quickly go over the information, but also kind of discuss and sprinkle in some opinions and hear from you guys down in the comments where you stand on all this stuff. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that they're going to do for Season 2 is adjust the enemies. And it sounds like from what they say, we've introduced a number of balancing changes to adjust the types of AI spawning, the number of AI spawning, and the accuracy. So basically what it sounds like is they're toning down AI just a little bit, and I think this is a good move. I don't believe, I've had a lot of people say this, that they wish there was a solo mode. I don't think they're going to add that. I think that's kind of your difficulty slider if you go in with people or not. And toning down the AI to where it makes it a little more possible to survive, a little easier to survive as a solo, I think would be fine. And then again, on the flip side of that, if you're in a trio and the AI are easy to take down, it's not really that big of a deal if the AI are kind of cheesable, in my opinion, but definitely having spots in certain areas on the maps where it is tough. You know, having AI that's easy to kill, it's not huge. You're not ever like, wow, I had a crazy fight with an AI, right? When you talk about a cool DMZ raid, it's like we had some awesome PvP, or I got a really hard quest done. So AI needs to be there, but it also, the reason you die, and if it's from AI, is incredibly frustrating, especially as a solo player. It can really overwhelm you. I definitely get that. It's kind of a turnoff. And then they say that they're tuning some spawn points, which I think is really important. And I think that's definitely a good idea to kind of tune where you spawn on the map. Because as I've seen, people are starting to get like Tarkov. In Tarkov, people know when and where people spawn and about where they should cross. It's kind of happening a little bit in Al Mazrah. If you play on a match with some experienced players, they know where people are spawning. They can head over to you instantly and start in on combat. For me, if I was going to see this in a perfect place, I would love to see persistent servers and dynamic spawns where, you know, as it is now, the gas starts to expand, there's one final exfil, and that server shuts down, that match is over. It would be really cool if it lasted a long time. I've always wanted to see a game. I think Tarkov is eventually going to get this way, but I would love to see a game where they overall just the server kept running, kind of like the cycle, and people spawn in and leave at different times, and it adds to that little bit of unpredictability. I think would be really cool. They're going to be tuning the mission difficulty, which I think is really good. The ramp was too aggressive for many players, and the demanding scale ultimately made it very challenging to unlock the second insured weapon slot. I don't really care about that. I thought the difficulty was cool. I thought they really needed to step up the rewards. Like, I'm cool with difficult missions, but I want to get something out of it, right? A lot of them, one of them we talked about earlier on the channel was extracting a whole bunch of gas masks, and you got a contraband shotgun that you're probably going to lose in a raid or two if you're running a shotgun on DMZ. So that was kind of silly. I don't know if they necessarily need to tune the difficulty so much as the rewards, in my opinion. Crashes are another big one. Losing items in an extraction shooter because of a crash is not cool, and they say they're going to work on them, but you guys kind of know that they never are going to probably fully get rid of them. What I would have loved to see introduced into this game or programmed into it is a way to reconnect. Tarkov has a way to reconnect. PUBG has a way to reconnect. Several games have ways to reconnect, and I think it would be really nice if you could at least attempt to get your stuff back. They're never going to completely get rid of crashes, in my opinion. And this is the big one, guys, the seasonal refresh. Some of you Tarkov players might refer to this as a wipe, but they state all new missions are coming to Season 2, which is great, including a refresh of your current faction missions progress and inventory will be reset. We'll be detailing all the need to know intel for DMZ ahead of Season 2 in an upcoming blog. So it sounds like DMZ is going to get more details on how this is going to work, but I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like a wipe. So all your contraband, all your keys are going to be reset, and faction missions will be reset. So right now, I am not 100% sure what would keep you guys playing other than the PvP. So I'm looking at myself, I'm level 250. I don't need any more XP. The contraband weapons, I can just build stuff and get stuff off of AI scavs. Like, I don't see from a progression standpoint a reason to keep playing right now. Now, if you enjoy the gameplay loop, if you enjoy the gameplay, the fun, the PvP, you're still in it, you're still vibing. But for someone that's an unlock Andy or somebody that likes to progress like myself, it kind of takes that reason to play down, because everything sounds like it's going to get refreshed here in a few weeks. On the flip side of that, I'm a little bit surprised that they are doing this, and it does leave an option. Maybe you could probably talk me into maybe some kind of flea market or economy system. If things get out of hand, they can do a wipe if this is a thing and reset everybody from the start. So very interesting there. I think that's the biggest news, and I was wondering how they were going to handle seasons, and it sounds like a seasonal refresh is going to happen. And then potentially the most exciting part is with locations, that a new exclusion mode is coming out in season 2. Players will have a third option to choose from when deploying into DMZ. So DMZ is getting more new missions than multiplayer. I don't know that for sure, but I did notice multiplayer did not get a lot of love in this, which is kind of sad, as I've been enjoying Search and Destroy as well. But if you guys can see this, it sounds like you're going to be able to go to Al Mazrah, the Building 21, and then potentially the new Resurgence style smaller map, which I think could be really fun. Could have a little bit more PvP on a smaller map, and it could be a really good time. So it looks like three maps total, with the new map coming in season 2, and the big news in my opinion is that wipe. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of all these changes, my thoughts, your thoughts on how DMZ should go moving forward. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later on.